So welcome back, intermediate students. So we are going to discussing the first year botany, third unit, 8 marks question answers. So as continuation, so previous I have explained the third question, and also now I'm explaining the fourth question. Most important, oftenly came in examination level. It is also 8 marks question. So from 8, the diagram consists 3 marks. So this diagram is consist. So the diagram consists how many marks means 3 marks. Diagram consists 3 marks. Matter 4 marks. So diagram also practice well, and you must draw the diagram and get 3 marks. For matter 5 marks. Total 5 plus 3, 8 marks. So the question is, draw the diagram of microsporangium, that is pollen grain. Label its wall, not well here. You can correct it to wall. You can correct it to wall. Wall layers. Write briefly about the wall layers. ఇక్కడ కరెక్ట్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది, అక్కడనే రాంగ్. సో వాల్ లేయర్స్. సో the wall layers of the microsporangium, సూక్ష్మ సిద్ధ బీజాశయం తెలుగులో microsporangium. So when you take here the male parts of the flower, stamen, male parts are the flower stamen. Stamen generally consists of 2 parts. Stamen consists of 2 parts. The stalk part is called a filament. The stalk part is called a filament. The swollen part is called anther. The swollen part is called anther. So see clearly, anther. This anther, it has 2 sacs, this one and this one. When you cut it, 2 sacs have, again each sac have 2 chambers. So total 2 thecas, but each theca consists of 2 chambers. So total 4 chambers we can see here. So when see here one and here one, when we cut like this, so total how many chambers? 4 chambers we can see. 4 chambers we can see. సో 4 గదులు చూస్తాము. సో ఈ విధంగా ఇట్లా కట్ చేసినప్పుడు మైక్రోస్కోప్ లో పెట్టిస్తే మనకి ఈ విధంగా కనిపిస్తుంది. సో ఈ రెండు మధ్యలో ఈ యొక్క కనెక్టివ్ ఉంటుంది, దీన్ని ఇది కనెక్టివ్ అన్నమాట. సో టోటల్ గా మనకి 4 చాంబర్స్ ఉంటాయి. ప్రతి చాంబర్ జనరల్ గా 4 వాల్ లేయర్స్ తో ఉంటుంది. సో ఆ వాల్ లేయర్స్ ఏంటిది అంటే, సో ద ఫస్ట్ పిక్చర్ ఈజ్ ఇండికేట్ దట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ సెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ది anther, and second diagram is the enlarged view of microsporangium. So the wall layer of microsporangium are 4 types: epidermis, endothecium, middle layers, and tapetum. The first foremost layer, rectangular single layer cells, rectangular single layer cells is called epidermis. So the first layer is called epidermis. Second layer is called endothecium. Third layer, middle layers. Fourth layer, tapetum. So now the first, epidermis. It is the outermost layer of the microsporangium, of the microsporangium. The outer thick protective layer of microsporangium is called epidermis. The cells present between the two pollen sacs are thin-walled. This region is called as stomium. This is useful for the dehiscency of pollen sacs. Second is the endothecium. It is below the epidermis and expands the radially with fibrous thickenings, and at maturity these cells lose water and contract, and they help in the dehiscence of pollen sacs. Next, third one, middle layers. These below the endothecium, and they are usually 1 to 5 layers of thin-walled cells from the middle layers. They help in the dehiscence of anther. So now the fourth one is the tapetum. It is the most important. The innermost wall layer is the tapetum. It encircles the sporogenous tissue. The cells in the layer are large, thin-walled, multinucleate, and it nourishes the development of the pollen grain. So now I will explain the picture easily for better understanding. So you can see that the microsporangium, Sukshma Bija, same, consists to 4 wall layers. 4 wall layers. Number 1 is the epidermis. Number 2 is the endothecium. Number 3 is the middle layers, and number 4 is the tapetum. Now I will explain as a picturative model. Picture I will explain now. So the first wall layer of the microsporangium is called epidermis, which is the thick protective layer of the microsporangium, which is located outside. It is a uniceriate. After that, there will be endothecium. This endothecium helps to the dehiscency of pollen grain, that is sporangium. Sorry, sporangium for the breakdown of this. So here you can see that between two chambers, this is one chamber, this is one chamber. Between two chambers, there will be a here stomium we should call. Here epidermal cells will be loose, and because of whenever the microsporangium develop the pollen grains and ready to release, here it will be break near the stomium, where the epidermal cells are thin and they may break easily and responsible to disperse the pollen grains from this region. It is called the stomium. Endothecium also in this region, mainly it helps to the releasing of pollen grains, so that break the wall epiderm stomium region and to dispersal of the pollen grains. And third one is the middle layers. Usually it is present to 1 to 5 layers. It is also helps to the dehiscence of pollen grains. And the last middle layers, and last it is the specialized cells where I am drawing. You can see this, the specialized cells. These yellow colored cells, now what I am drawing, these are called tapetum cells. What is the specialty of the tapetum cells? These cells have the double nuclei, two nuclei. Each cell, tapetum is the last wall layer of the microsporangium. The cells in the tapetum have 2 nuclei in each. ప్రతి సెల్లో 2 nuclei ఉండడం అనేది స్పెషల్ tapetum. మిగతా ఎపిడర్మల్ సెల్స్ లో కానీ ఎండోథీసియం సెల్స్ లో కానీ మిడిల్ లేయర్ సెల్స్ లో కానీ ఒక్కొక్క న్యూక్లియై ఉంటుంది, కానీ టపెటమ్ లేయర్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి సెల్స్ లో 2 nuclei ఉంటాయి. సో కాబట్టి given below which part wall layer of the microsporangium consists 2 nuclei in a single cell, that is the tapetum. So once again, the microsporangium consists of 4 wall layers. Number 1 epidermis, number 2 endothecium, number 3 middle layers, number 4 tapetum. And centrally what you can see this, centrally these cells. So what I am drawing the pink, these cells are called spore mother cells. Spore mother cells, sporogenous mother cells are tissue. sporogenous tissue or spore mother cells. They are diploid when they undergo meiotic division and produces the pollen grains. Each MMC, microsporium mother cell, gives rise to four haploid cells. These haploid cells develop into directly pollen grains. So each cell is the diploid in nature, undergo meiotic division, produces four haploid pollen grains. So this is the about microsporangium. So this answer I will kept in this video description, and also you can see this answer, you can read in mobile easily.